Hey guys, welcome again to another chat with the dynamic duo, Steffani and Rozella over in Spokane, Washington, and really Deer Park, but Spokane is what everybody knows, and they service the whole county and more than that as well, so that's why I introduced them that way. Hi ladies, how are you doing today?
Good, and happy holidays to you.
Yep, happy holidays. So I got to ask you two things. We were talking a little earlier. First of all, what are you two ladies doing after our call today?
Oh, right.
We're going hunting. Today, one of our units opened up for our late deer season for muzzleloader hunting.
So we're going to try and go get it done. That's why I'm in camp, literally.
There you go. Now, these frontier rural ladies are what? And secondly, Rozella, you were telling me kind of a sad story about a pet that made it.
Oh, well, so Thelma, I didn't actually tell you where Thelma the duck came from. This summer, I went to a baseball tournament outside of my area in Yakima, and I came home and my husband had gone to a yard sale. And he came home from the yard sale with like 2 goats, some ducks, a bunch of other stuff for free. Well, Thelma the duck and Louise the duck were really sweet young ladies, except for they turned into being, I call them, by the end, they were Thelma and Louie.
Thelma and Louie.
That's what I was yelling at them. So instead of turkey
boys,
they turned into being really aggressive boys. And instead of turkey for Thanksgiving, we're having duck this year.
Solve that aggression problem pretty fast.
Well, I mean, when you live with that many animals, it is, I told you, they lived happy lives. Thelma and Louise were very happy birds. So
they're living out their fullest potential.
Yeah, they're free range. They got to chase and wreak havoc on everybody they wanted until the very end. So
all right, good for them. All right, let's do this forward because I know you two had some goals that you're setting for the end of the year. What are they, please?
Right, we're finishing up the end of the year.
We're trying to finish off super strong. We've had a really steady year, honestly. Yeah. Which we are super thankful and blessed for. But with that being said, we have about another month and a half left. So I'm looking for 2 more sellers and 2 more buyers is what I'm looking to do by the end of the year.
So mine is split. I need 4. I need 2 sellers and 2 buyers. However, actually, I'm going to switch it up now that I'm really honestly thinking about it. I need 4, but I was splitting it down the middle to be even. I think I should do 1 seller, 3 buyers because this year I've been seller heavy and my buyers have been really slow. I just kind of am ready for some buyers. I think that would be a good finish to the year. And I know the buyers are a little harder to come by, so it'll be a little bit more of a challenge. I know I'm gearing more towards residential just for families and locals. Steffani is definitely more hitting the investor side hard for her goals.
And I would say investors and relocation. So I love my clients that either have been here and sold or are selling to move and relocate out of the location, or the ones that are looking to transplant into the rural areas as well. So
right.
Really good at connecting with those types of folks and just giving them an overall service, basically, not just this buy and a sell transaction. I'm giving them an overall keep and hob for the end of the year.
Keep it home.
I know.
Very good. And I'm sure there's some pretty good reason for a buyer to be wanting to buy before the end of the year. What would they be?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so like, I guess if buyer as in investors are finishing off strong for the end of the year for tax purposes.
It's a really good time. Yeah. For buyers to kind of come out because this is when a lot of people retreat because they become so busy and consumed with lives, holidays, kids, all the things. So it kind of gives you another opportunity in addition to the fact that, interest rates have kind of leveled off or come down just slightly. So again, your buying power is still good. Your negotiation power is super strong. And really as a buyer, this is like the best time to come in and get like the best of the best deals. Like this is when I say, come get your clearance, check out, basically.
Well, too, you're having all of the residential people who had been on market all summer who have had that rough go of getting under contract and they're starting to hurt and they're really ready to be done at this point too. So a lot of them are either taking their homes off market till springtime or they're hanging on tight and they're really making those deals work a little bit more for buyers.
And a fun little thing that you can do. So this is one tip that I will say to buyers or investors and even those sellers that you may be kind of on the fence about selling or pulling your listing if it's already listed. Or if you're like, I really do want to sell and need to sell, but I can't really relocate until after the snow and into the next year, but you want that sale to actually be completed this year, you can do closings with like a post rental agreement back to your buyers, or excuse me, to your sellers. And this is a really good tool for buyers or investors because you can essentially go and secure your interest rate, you can secure your purchase price, and you can secure yourself under a contract with these sellers, and then turn around and actually have it be paying for itself until you go to relocate back into that property. So again, there's a lot of different areas of opportunity, I think, for sellers to get creative, and then also for buyers to get really creative and keep life moving, because it is.
Yep, still going on.
Well, that's some pretty creative
How's your
thoughts.
side looking?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Rozella.
I said, how's your side looking?
Our side is looking good because, as Stephanie mentioned, rates have decreased a little bit. And the overall, as we talked about, I think in a video or two ago, it looks like the Fed may not be increasing rates on their December 12th, 13th meeting. And so to layer on what Stephanie and Rozella have been talking about here, when that starts to happen and buyers sense that rates are going to be coming down, or maybe the sellers think are rates coming down, then what happens is this: sellers start to get a little bit less negotiable on their terms because rates are coming down, and that's going to create more demand right after the first of the year, and they think they can get more money at that time. And there is that thought, because I've talked to some sellers right now that agree with that. So now is a good time to potentially head that off at the pass. The winter time is kind of a slow time to buy, typically, for a lot of buyers and sellers. So it's a good time for that. And with rates starting to come down, and before the sellers sense that, you might be able to get that seller contribution to your closing costs or lower your payment. All those things are true. So I've actually see a fair amount of activity that's happening because buyers are sensing that right now. So it's good. We actually are going to, I think, finish the year a little stronger than I anticipated, believe it or not.
That's really good. Yeah, I would say that that's encouraging on our end too, because I think we are feeling that. We
The holiday slowdown.
Yeah, it paused a little bit, but again, I think that it, for the people that are out there searching, those are your really solid buyers that, they're great to have because they're just good clients, and they're ready to do what it takes to get the, the job done, basically, which is great.
Yep. And if you close before the end of the year, guys, you get to take the closing costs that you can itemize out and deduct and put them into this year's taxes rather than next year's taxes. So that may be an advantage for you as well. And then I think,
and if you close in December, your first payment, I don't believe, is due until January.
Till February. Close in December, your first payment's not due until February. You're gonna like that. You can.
There you go.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And I think you had some other incentive that was pretty creative that you guys were talking about as well. What was that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really like to give.
Stephanie's a gift giver.
It's probably my primary love language, actually.
Love language. Stephanie's is like to either feed you or give you a present of some sort.
True. It's like you to feel good and seen. So because of that, if people are willing to reach out to myself, or even I'll include Rozella's clients in there too. If you're willing to reach out to us and utilize us, and we're able to help secure you, a property to purchase, or even to help you sell something from now until the end of the year, we're going to keep track of your names as our clients, and then you will be entered into the drawing. I'm not going to say what you're going to win, but in the gift of giving, why not?
It'll be a good one.
It'll be a good one. I like to do things, but
that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So guys, did you catch that? You're going to be in a drawing that you can win something very cool. And I know Stephanie's gifts, and they're always good. So you can expect something cool out of this.
Perfect. Yes. Yes. I like to do that stuff. So please help us. Help me give something to you, please.
There you go. Help them help you. I love it. I love the energy you brought to the call again. Ladies, like always, the dynamic duo, Steffani and Rozella, over in Spokane County, Washington, and they'll serve greater areas than that. I just got to talk to them. A couple of go-getters.
We got you for all your needs.
There you go. Thanks, gay ladies. Good chatting with you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Check in next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.